As SEC arguments are closely examined, Ripple retaliates. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, released the opening brief in the Ripple appeal, which has generated a great deal of debate. Instead of demonstrating that investors relied on Ripple's advertising promises, the SEC is attempting to demonstrate that the company fabricated them. This shift in approach raises questions about how the cryptocurrency sector is set up to abide by securities regulations. Jeremy Hogan, a lawyer, drew attention to the SEC's reasoning, pointing out that it over-relied on aquasonic and related cases. Hogan said the SEC combined a number of unrelated case sentences to support its position. This approach skews the case's outcomes. The legal team defending Ripple is probably going to deny these charges by emphasizing how the case differs from aquasonic. The SEC's contempt for the thousands of XRP investor affidavits that lawyer John Deaton had gathered is another glaring error. These statements stated that XRP buyers were not reliant on Ripple's marketing efforts. The SEC's case may suffer if it is unable to dispute this information. According to Stuart Eldarity, Ripple's chief legal officer, the business is secure in its legal position. He drew attention to SEC Chair Gary Gensler's selective application of securities laws. Eldarity claims that the government is not making an effort to correctly enforce the law. Rather, they are attempting to suppress the cryptocurrency industry. Furthermore, Ripple plans to highlight the agency's inconsistent litigation strategies, which appear to be driven more by agendas than by strong legal reasons. Ripple believes that revealing these tactics will strengthen its position and encourage changes at the SEC under the new administration. This decision protests what he perceived as having wide-ranging ramifications for the Bitcoin business. Vivek Ramaswamy expressed his displeasure of the SEC's legal overreach, citing the agency's repeated violations of constitutional principles as an illustration of the growing tension between regulatory agencies and the vibrant Bitcoin sector. Is it the case of Ripple? The outcome of this appeal will determine how securities regulations apply to digital assets. Combining the SEC's questionable justifications with Ripple's confidence, it appears that the cryptocurrency startup will prevail. In the middle of all the excitement, there have been accusations that former President Donald Trump criticized Ripple for allegedly giving Kamala Harris's campaign financial help. Stuart Eldarity, a lawyer for Ripple, has vehemently refuted the accusations. Eldarity made it clear that the reports were baseless by claiming on social media that they were total fiction. Eldarity further underlined that Ripple remains committed to its mission of building an internet of value that increases everyone's access to economic opportunities. As false information spread throughout the crypto community, journalists' reliability was questioned. Prominent lawyer John Deaton questioned the accuracy of these allegations, pointing out that misinformation may easily turn into a middleman's game of telephone. His astute insight highlighted the necessity of media coverage that is grounded in facts rather than conjecture, particularly given the volatility of Bitcoin pricing. Personal confirmation from the conference attendees would have improved the report's journalistic rigor. Rather, it depended on a secondary source. Professional financial journalists should adhere to Deaton's guidance during periods of change and uncertainty. These recent events took place against the backdrop of the ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC complaint was filed in 2020, alleging that Ripple sold XRP in an unregistered securities offering. A historic decision by a federal judge in July 2023 cleared XRP as a security for public trading on digital asset exchanges. However, when sold to institutions, it was still regarded as a security, necessitating registration. With this complicated outcome, cryptocurrency aficionados are eagerly awaiting more explanations and clarifications. At the same time, XRP's price trend has been impacted by broader market dynamics and determinants. Optimism for a more cryptocurrencies-friendly regulatory climate under the incoming leadership increased investor confidence and morale. Additionally, the token's exceptional market performance was driven by excited speculation about XRP's potential inclusion in a U.S. strategic digital asset reserve. Stakeholders must exercise caution despite xrp's increasing worth, because the market is always shifting. Rumors can travel quickly and lead to misconceptions, even with good screening and precise wording. Openness is encouraged under Ripple's charter. And consistency, confidence, and creativity in cutting-edge and digital fields. Because speech and statute are complex, it is best to navigate carefully if you have an interest in the technology of the future. After 7 years, XRP recovered $3 on January 15th, and at the time of writing, it was trading above $3.20. Only 18% separates the third largest cryptocurrency from reaching its all-time high of $3.80. Ido Farina, CEO of Alpha Lions Academy, stressed the value of having at least $10,000 worth of XRP tokens in order to achieve financial independence. Those who have this amount have the best chance of becoming financially independent, he said. Farina warned that failing to have at least $10,000 in XRP tokens could be a mistake that lasts a lifetime. According to his statement, even if XRP is cheap, owning 10,000 tokens can result in substantial financial advantages. Purchasing 10,000 XRP at that time cost $20,700, while at today's values, it costs $32,000. The cryptocurrency community was able to purchase 10,000 XRP for about $44,900 12 weeks ago. The price has increased by around 5 times since then. Aina believes that xrp's unit price might rise above $100,000, a goal that is typically thought to be unachievable due to market capitalization, and that 10,000 XRP could be worth that much. Prominent individuals, such as the crypto asset guy, recommend holding 10,000 XRP because they believe it will rise to $100 and produce billionaires. Investing guru Linda Jones advises investors to purchase XRP now because it could eventually hit $100 per coin. She recognized the sharp increase in xrp's cost, pointing out that a $100 investment can currently purchase 50 tokens, but it might soon only purchase one. A portfolio of 10,000 tokens is worth $1 million if XRP is trading at $100 per token. Even if XRP used to be less expensive, some investors still cannot afford it, and as its price increases, more investors are being priced out. With fewer than 10,000 XRP and 5.64 million wallets out of 5.93 million, USC holders are among the largest groups of XRP holders. They have new catalysts and optimism for the next White House administration. XRP has surged in recent months, leading to future projections.